Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final broadcast of the Australian Esports League 2014 Summer Cup qualifying Group B round here. This match C will be the last one. Like I said, it is between auRa Esports and Glitch Gaming. My name is Codblood, and joining me once again is Hawksbuck, who sounds like he's back into the game.
Yeah, and I'm cutting you off because we got some conker.
Oh, the Kunks has been locked in. He has indeed. So, Glitch Australia, I've casted them many times. I used to be Steel Gaming, and one of their admins is one of the supports. So, but they're going against the Kunks, so they're gonna have to be careful here. The Timbersaw, the Alki, the Bristleback, and the Viper all being banned out. We've seen all of these guys in the game tonight, so nothing too out of the ordinary. Clockwork will make an appearance. Shadow Demon again going to play. We have the Rubik and the Kunks.
Oh, good.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Radiant's
dude.
banned.
I am 1000% happy of that conker pickup, man. It really it tickles my fancy.
Alright, great. So, we can assume he'll be going mid. So I'm wondering if Glitch will go something that can harass him out. Marana and Razor going to be banned. Of course, the Razor would make Kunk's life very, very difficult. So, not surprised to see him taken out. Slark again being banned. Not going to see the Rascal tonight. Wondering, with Viper and Razor banned out, auRa really putting a lot into this mid lane. With already the Shadow Demon locked in, we can assume some kind of roaming is going to go on down there. As Invoker going to get banned, immediately they go OD, so maybe it's a farming Kunk.
Oh, I hope so, man. I would not be depressed at all, dude. I like seeing Conker with ridiculous amount of items and just busting out those bloody 5-man one-hits, dude. Bring it on, man. Give me some love.
Shadowblade Daedalus could come out. Oh, we have the Dazzle making his appearance. Maya will be happy. She loves the, I don't know what he is, Witch Doctor or what. Oh, no, there's a guy called Witch Doctor. Whatever Dazzle is pretty cool to see him picked up as well. Windrunner, don't care what it says there. It is the Windrunner. So, Rubik and the Windrunner gonna be the supports for Glitch Australia. So, Telekinesis is gonna make positioning the Shackle Shot very easy. So, I'm wondering what kind of carry they're going to go for, considering they can lock someone down with relative ease.
5 seconds.
Unless it's an off-lane Windrunner. We've got to keep that in mind. No, there's a Clockwork. That wouldn't make sense.
Reserve time.
There's a remote chance it'll be
Yeah,
mid.
true. It could stick a mid. Could be a tri-lane with a Clockwork. Off-lane. Could be... Yeah. I'd say that'll be the case. I mean, it depends. Like they do have a lot of mids banned out, and they have picked quite a few mids.
Yeah, the amount of AOE from auRa Esports is getting very scary, and they've still got a they could get a Gyro or a different offlaner with a bunch of AOE. Of course, Bristle and Timber have been banned out. So, I'd like to see Glitch pick up something with some kind of strong counter-initiation. I'm thinking a Naga Siren or CM. Bullvi plays a mean CM. But, they're going to go LD, and that'll definitely be going to Tyrant X. He loves the Lone Druid. So, and he can go either mid or off lane. I've seen him do both. So,
I can go safe lane as well, which is probably what... I'd say they'd stick him in the safe lane there, Cold, probably because
not
they
against
want
OD for sure. They don't want him against the Outworld Devourer. That'd be awful.
Yeah. Dude, they'd want him nice and fat to be able to withstand the significant amount of damage that'll be coming out.
Okay, so the final bans are going to be coming out. Marana, Slark, Razor, and Invoker were the last round of bans. We still need either a carry or an off lane for auRa Esports, and we can assume a carry for Glitch Australia. We could see the Gyro. He is available, and his counter initiation fairly decent. Lifestealer is also available. Thinking who else is there. Luna is up if they wanted her, but it didn't work out too well in the last game. But of course, Lucent Beam would go very well with the Shackle Shot and the Telekinesis. So, if Clock's going mid here against the OD, he roams very, very well. So, what do you think they could be picking up?
Oh, man. I think we're just going to let them decide at this stage. I'm I'll leave it to the professionals. I mean, I'm generally not too terrible with picking a draft, but I don't know. Tonight I've been off my game so far.
I'd say this is a tricky one. There's a lot of ways this could go. I'm just excited to see Kunks and Dazzle on the same team. The Shallow Grave are going to be key to keeping that Kunker alive if he goes, more the Shadow Blade Daedalus type of route. Lifesteal, okay, so I wasn't expecting him to be the focus, but they do not want to be going against him. And Glitch, they're going to want to ban out a carry of their own here. Maybe they could ban the Gyro out themselves. If they don't want to go against Luna.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, well, they got a lot of reserve time, so they got some time to think about it.
5 seconds.
And Maya's going to be seeing the Dazzle now. So shout out to everyone else watching the stream or watching
Reserve
the VOD.
time.
And so they're taking their time with this one, Hawks.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be banning out a carry. I think they'd be banning out a tri-laner at this stage, maybe something to hook up with Conquer and Shadow Demon, because I mean that's an incredible setup as is. If they pick up another stunning support, say Leshrac or Leshrac actually would fit quite nicely into this team.
Disruption, Torrent, and then Split Earth. That's a lot of lockdown. AoE lockdown, mind you.
And a lot of damage.
Oh, Clinks. Okay.
Radiant's pick.
I don't want anyone instantly dying. Oh, Weaver.
Yeah, fair enough.
How did he slip through this whole way?
The offlane, I didn't even consider that, maybe because I'm a bit of a sped. I'm a bit tight, hey, like these few games have taken it out of me thus far. There's been a fair bit of action that's gone down today.
No, it's been quite the night to make your debut for the year, so I think you're doing well. I have to see what Glitch decide to go with. Furion's available. They probably don't want him though.
To go.
Well, they don't have much time, so they're going to have to make a decision here. Gyro, they could go with him. There's Juggernaut available. Probably don't want to go with the Jug though.
10 seconds to
There's
go.
way too much on the other side to shut him down.
5 seconds.
And what is it gonna be? Yeah, it looks like there will be a... Oh, Sniper! Okay.
Holy bugger.
Well, I mean, he's got the range. He's not gonna be nowhere near the Sanity's Eclipse. They got that going for them. Really didn't expect that one, though.
That's 2 picks I've not seen, in decades of oh wow, some fireworks going off down at Radiant Spawn there. Is that a part of the event?
Yes. Chinese New Year.
Cool.
Actually, speaking of the event, it actually starts I think late in a few hours. It's like the new mode or something.
Okay, right on. Yeah, see, I've just moved to Sydney, so I mean I don't even have my proper PC set up here. I'm running on what I think is about 2 pixels on my screen.
Yeah. Well, you're doing very well considering that. Okay, so it looks pretty here. That's at least so. Representing Aura Gaming tonight, going against the admin Bloodlocks team. As the Kunks, I'm not even going to try and say that. I'm sure Maya could help me with it, but she's not going to hear this for a couple of minutes. On the Weaver, we have Zemption. Yeah, I think it's Zemption. This is a pain, Hawks. They're doing this on purpose. CL will be the OD in the mid. Shadow Demon will be Reinhardt, and Dazzle will be N. So they're making it a bit easier for me as we go along.
Yeah, then we got for the Glitch guys, we've got Bloodlock, Tyrannax, Crestfallen, Bullvi, and PKL. And I forgot to read their heroes, man. I really am that tired.
No, we're doing alright. So we got Windrunner, the LD, the Clockwork. It looks like Sniper's actually going mid. And I actually went Warlock against Sniper. It's very difficult to last hit because he can deny so easily. Oh, Tyrant X could be in some trouble here. It's going to get disrupted up. And the Torrent going to land on there. A massive amount of damage goes down. And Dazzle will pick up that first blood. Very well played by Aura Gaming. They're very sneaky to have that ward ready and waiting for him, and that's what we talked about, the disruption into the Torrent, and who else was on their team? We thought it may have been I can't remember who it was now, but regardless, that's a very bad start for the old bear, man.
Yeah, especially solo against that lane,
Dire's
man.
top
He's going to have
tower's
a
getting beat
mission
down.
ahead of him. I mean, anytime he is caught out of position, he's going to be in a whole bunch of whoops.
Yeah, can't have his bear for another 30 seconds, which probably has Quelling Blade on it or something. So the disruption going to be controlled by Rain here, so they could do that all over again. Tyrant just staying right the heck back at the moment as PKL on a sniper in the mid. I wonder how OD's going to do. Like I said, very difficult to last hit against this jerk here on the sniper. He can harass quite easily as well. Actually, we see the roam coming in. Nice telekinesis into the cogs there. No escape for CL. The tower doing a lot of damage to Crestfallen. Will he get out? He does indeed, thanks to the tower carrying him that one. That was a really nice gank out of Glitch, but oh, actually they got a kill. Where did they get a kill, Hawks? Looks like Rubik killed something. Oh, okay. I guess Shadow Demon.
Must have missed. Well, it wasn't a mid, was it?
No, it was Weaver. When did Weaver die?
Yeah, it must have been. It must have been Weaver, and we must have just completely missed it.
Oh, well, okay. We're
But,
I guess
yeah,
the time's getting to
it's-
both of us.
Yeah, in saying that, he's got quite a tough lane to deal with here as well. I mean, once he gets a few levels up on that Shikuchi,
Shikuchi.
Shikuchi, thank you.
Someone's having
Man,
technical
we're
difficulties.
killing ourselves here. This is painful to listen to. Sorry, viewers.
We're doing alright, I think. Okay, so shout out to Mayo who's saying that Glitch needed a targeted stun. They do have that with the Rubik. The bear going to end up falling, I think, here. Tyrant just trying to get some kind of income for himself. Will the bear manage to survive? 300 gold going the way of Dazzle. That is very bad news for them. They did not want that. Now it looks like they want to get some roaming done on the sniper. Will he back off in time? He certainly has the range to back off, and yes, he will. So losing a bunch of intelligence, which doesn't do much to sniper, admittedly. Because he relies more on right-clicking from a ridiculous distance away. But the supports, they're dedicated to this one. No, they are going to back off in the end. They've spotted their lone druid buddy.
And
Yeah,
we're
dude,
back.
he is not even level 2 yet. He is getting the hell absolutely denied out of him, man. And that bear's still on an 80-something second cooldown. As soon as they find him, he is in some big trouble.
Yeah, so right now he is sitting on 5 last hits, so not doing the worst, I guess, as Weaver is only on 7-1 himself, and is now at the level 3, so he's got 2 points in the Shikuchi, just waiting for the... Oh, actually, the supports are smoked up in the mid here, Tyrant... sorry, no, Hawks. As, looks like Clockwork going to be revealed here, but he does get telekinesis up instantly. The teleport comes in by the Dazzle, and Crestfallen going to... He's going to be disrupted as well as in Astral Prison. They're going to have to abandon him as Rain going to get the last hit on that kill. Nice teleport in by auRa Gaming, and Astral Imprisonment again going off on the Rubik. There's going to be no escape from this one as Shadow Poison goes off on him, or rather the Shadow Touch makes him take more damage, and CL going to pick that one up with a last hit. auRa Gaming looking very good at the moment. PKT going to pick himself up a DD rune up at the top,
Radiant's mid
which
tower's coming
he'll be
apart.
happy with. It'll make him a lot more painful to deal with, but the supports are still hanging around for the time being.
Yeah, dude, those supports are wreaking havoc thus far. I mean, it really is a good combination. And this poor bloody lone druid, he's nearly level 3 now. He does have his bear on off cooldown now, so that'll come up straight away, which is going to help him a whole bunch. But in saying that, the supports are rotating now. Then again, we do have the glitch guys. They're getting their supports in line here, so we might see a bit of a gank on Kunks here. See what happens.
They have been pinged out by the Weaver, so they know that the supports are missing, and there the creeps will get some vision on them. But Tyrant X being given a little bit of space thanks to the supports roaming away, so he's got that going for him. He's a very good lone druid player, so if he can get a Radiance up on his bear, he'll be looking absolutely great. Just reaching that point will be the trick for him, as they're just going to steal away the creeps and the Hellboars over here. As how is Bloodlock doing at the bottom lane? Going to use Wind Run to try and get away from the Weaver at the bot. Is nothing's going to save him from that. Shackle not going to be enough. and a Windrunner. I mean, once that Windrun duration expires, there's not a whole lot you can do. Up at the top, Tyrant X falling lower, and lower will go down to a last auto attack from the Shadow Demon. Bullvi trying to make his way out. X-Mark's spot will be used to return him back so that he goes down as well. Crestfallen can do nothing about it, and auRa Gaming taking a commanding lead all over the map at the moment. To be fair, Sniper has not yet died. How is he going in the last hits? He is at 9 to the 20 of OD, so things not looking good for Glitch.
No, he's getting mega zoned down. Now, does pick up the regen rune at bot there, denying that off, which is a little bit of a victory, but not much else can be said as far as victories for the Glitch guys. Man, they're very much on the back foot so far.
Yeah, they're just going to have to try and get as much farming going on as they can. They've got some decent late game in the Clockwork LD, and then a whole bunch of support for those guys. And Sniper, I mean, he scales alright as well, but he needs a lot of items to get to that stage. Whereas the auRa Gaming guys, they've got this Kunks, which is farming up Absolute Storm 3, 8, and 8. He has got the phase boots, probably going to head for a Drums of Endurance, maybe, with the Circlet. We'll have to see what he goes for. He could get Ring of Basilisk if he really wanted to. And what else have they got? Weaver, everyone knows how annoying he is. He has time lapse now, so he's all but unkillable at this point. As the support's going to roam down here by auRa Gaming, Cogs used to try and get them out, but he can't escape in time. Makes his own prison exemption. Gonna last hit that one with, I guess it was the Geminate attack, which allowed him to last hit there. And then the top tower for the Glitch Gaming at about half of its hit points.
Yeah, the Kunks obviously with his Tidebringer able to push pretty well. He's only got it on level 1. He's leveling up his X-Master spot there for the ganks. But he's still going to be able to put a lot of punish on that lane, especially since Lone Druid basically, Tyrant there. He has no option at all to stay in that lane. Like, he is a dead man if he does that. So, yeah, he's hitting up the jungle, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah, certainly. So the bottom tower falling low and low. It's at about half of its hit points itself. The top tower easily going to fall here as Torrent going to help clear out the wave. Tidebringer will be up in a couple of seconds. Sniper he's had decent rune control. That's what we can say for PKL or T or J, or I don't think it's a J. And maybe a backwards J. OD getting his farm going on top. Finally ends up falling. The mechanism being worked on by CL here. As they are going forward onto the Sniper. He does the Astral Imprisonment. Instantly teleports come in from the Rubik. Are they going to be able to go? The Sanity's Eclipse does go out, but Shallow Grave going to force that one back. Beautiful teleport by Vulvi to protect the Sniper, who's going to pop all of his bottle charges and be up and ready for action. Though the ship going to land on Tyrant X and take him down at the top part of the jungle. There's no escape from a Kunks who's got you in his sights.
Yeah, and he does have that those drums there in the shot there, so he's looking nice and big early too, man.
So yeah, he's got all of them, all of the components of it apart from the circlet there. So the supports of auRa being very aggressive here. Rain and N going to move forward. Will Bullvi be able to get out of this one? Looks as though he doesn't have any boots, whereas Boots 2 finished up on the Shadow Demon. So Bullvi going to try and get the Whiffle Skiffle going off. Dazzle going to throw out the poison there. Telekinesis used to try to throw him onto the cliff, but he just ports on to the river. And I thought Shadow Demon may have lasted that one, but Dazzle does get the kill in the end. Drums of Endurance now in the pocket of the Kunks, as Clockwork only at level 4 cannot do any kind of hook shot. A picture drawn by Dazzle to show that Clockwork is coming in. X-Marks a shot on to PKT. The ship going to be coming in, smashes him down, and no escape from that one as Astral Imprisonment used there. The nice Cogs goes out from Crestfallen. CL taking lower and lower. Shallow Grave going to save him though. Well done by the Dazzle. Now Bullvi has no escape. Is Rain going to pick up that one with the poison touch, and bot being pushed very hard. Tyrant X trying to farm up at the top, but he still doesn't have his Spirit Bear there. It goes off of cooldown, but Glitch having a terrible time of things.
Oh yeah, they're getting absolutely smashed right now. I suppose Lone Druid is getting a little bit of farm now at least, but he's got so much to catch up on, man.
Yeah, he needs to get a Radiance before he can start really farming it up. He would have liked to get a Midas, but that's certainly out of the question. So Maya is saying that auRa is actually one of the better teams in the country, so it makes sense that they're doing this well. And Glitch's line up very greedy with the sniper, and the supports of Glitch aren't really doing enough. I mean, they've been in the mid lane a fair bit, but it's not enough. CL is going to pop the power treads into strength, and then the disruption used on Sniper there. No, sorry, not the Sniper, Crestfallen. But he may be okay at the bottom lane. Windrunner going to fall thanks to Kunks being down there, and Crestfallen going to fall. Shallow Grave barely saves the Shadow Demon from the snipe of the Sniper. As Tyrant X continuing to farm at the top. Astral Imprisonment again used. Shrapnel is going to try and slow them down. Bullseye, massive damage from Sanity's Eclipse. And that ends up being 3 for 1 across the map as Kunks comes in trying to take down the Sniper. He will easily do so as even Weaver's made his way over. Every member of Glitch Gaming going down apart from the Farming Druid up at the top. As Bloodlock going to go down to the bottom lane. Mid tower going to end up falling, and not a lot the Glitch can do at this point.
Oh, hell no, man. They're so very far behind now. I'm going to bring up a graph here, and then let's see what that brings the story. I'm predicting a massive, massive deficit right now, dude.
Yeah, they're at least 12,000 gold behind, just bang on 10,000 XP behind, and the hero level's looking very bad. Full-on Bloodlock going to be engaged at the bottom lane by Exemption. He does have the time lapse available, so there is no getting away from this one. Even the rest of auRa Gaming sprinting in from behind, but Exemption takes it by himself as a support for Glitch Gaming, trying to get in position to defend it. They're trying to buy as much time as they can for the Lone Druid to farm up. He does have max in the synergy now, so he synergized with the Spirit Bear, just needs to keep it alive as he's farming away up at the top. Does have a stout shield and boots now on the bear as well. The T1 at the bot going to get lower and lower, and that will be the last tier 1 for Glitch Gaming standing. So if they want to buy time for the LD, it's not going to be easy.
No, definitely not, man. Not at this stage when everybody is so far ahead. Cooks, I thought he was going to throw out a bit of a tide to try and see if he could reel in that lone draw, but wasn't meant to be.
Or PKT going to get a Shadow Demon ult to the face and will be disrupted up. Kunks sprinting his way in, going to try and TP out, but Dazzle comes in. Shallow Grave, I think it bounced to the illusions and did massive, massive damage there.
That was a huge amount of damage there, man. That was hilarious.
Yeah, whenever Shadow Wave heals something, it does an AoE, and there was a few illusions there. Dazzle pick funny, says Rain.
Well, that was pretty funny there. Like, I got a giggle out of it. You cannot deny that.
No, it was definitely worked out for them there. Sanity's Eclipse almost at level 2 on the OD as Tyrant X. Can he get away from this one? Dazzle's used to destroy his armor. Exemption gonna have a lot. Urn of Shadows used as well. Can Sniper be enough to dissuade them there? Tyrant X, he has the swarm on him. Urn of Shadows, no, he barely escapes with 9 health there. PKT saving him. Astral Imprisonment gonna go off now. Crestfallen is here. Doesn't have hookshot just yet. But when all is said and done, Glitch managed to get out. Well played by them. As Bloodlock going to continue pushing at the bot. Doesn't yet have the focus fire as, more points in Shackle and Power Shot going to help him a lot more in lane control, which he has certainly been lacking thus far. 4 stuff being worked on by CL, as how close is Clockwork to his ult? He's getting, he's reasonably close, but if you look at the hero level, very much looking green. 11 on Weaver and Kunks. OD not too far behind. Glyph of Fortification used to try and dissuade the push up at the top, but I don't think it's going to be staying up too long. In the mid lane we see LD and Sniper doing a little bit of pushing of their own, as down at the bottom Bloodlock may get the T1, but tier 2 top easily going to fall here. Bunch of gold going into auRa Gaming's pocket, and they're going to head over to the mid lane here, Hawks.
Yeah, this is a big bait here. This OD is just baiting around. Here we go. The backup does come. Is the Weaver going to be able to take down the Druid? He does get the TP on, man. He's going to get out of there, I think. Both of them are.
Well done by Glitch to get out of that one. Lincoln Sphere finished up by the Weaver. Going to be very difficult to lock down. They want the gold of the bear. He will get knocked back into the team. He's tanky, but not nearly tanky enough. That's another bounty going over to the auRa Gaming guys.
Looks like we
As
lost one.
Force Staff now finished up by the OD. Mid
Dyer's
getting
mid tower
pushed
needs a little help.
as Weaver going to come in and assist them with that. Another tier 2 going to be going down. Sniper, a lot of long range arrows coming out to hit Kunks in the face. He is sitting on 1,000 gold, could be going for BKB if he wanted. Shackle not going to do too much there. The tier 2 will end up falling. The bottom tier 2 still at full health, but Aura Gaming, they're going to continue pushing forward here. The ping's going off by the OD on the Roche, who's taking a fair bit of damage from the rocket flares of the Clockwork. He will be able to keep vision of it. Still doesn't have the hook shot though, so I don't think Glitch can do a whole lot about this one.
No, and even if they did, man, I fear that they would not be able to contest a team fight, like whether they had full knowledge or not. Like, there's no way that they'd be able to try and contest, because they'd just get hammered. Weaver picking up the Aegis there. He's sitting on a Lincoln's, and does he have no boots?
Has no boots. I mean, Shikuchi means he can zip around regardless.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so they've picked that one up. They're looking at the last tier 2 remaining, which is at the bottom lane. Tyrant continuing to farm up. Got a couple of TP scrolls on the chicken. Has phase boots on the bear. Trank boots on the druid. So that will certainly help with surviving, with the bear being fast and the druid being tanky. Bloodlock going to try and get some counter pushing going on the bot, working on it. And Orchid Malevolence, I believe. I can't see Refresh Roar being the greatest on the Windrunner. I mean, a couple of shackles in a fight could potentially lock up 4 people, so I tell a bit of a lie. But I don't think Glitch can afford to hold this bottom tower for long. They're trying to buy as much time as they can, and their Tyrant X-Force teleport back to the base. And tier 2, there's nothing they can do about this one.
Nah, dude, as I said, they're not in any position here to contest anything. I mean, maybe under a T3 tier, but other than that, they really just got to take a backseat here and enjoy getting dominated for the next, at least 15 minutes of this game before they might be able to get enough items to stay in there.
Yeah, and Aura is certainly not giving them any kind of breathing room. Tyrant's been working his way up to the 62 last hits. X marks the spot used on Bloodlock there. The ship gonna land right on her. Snipe not gonna do a single thing about it. Hookshot is available on Clockwork. He's gonna jump onto the OD, and Disruption will be used to get him out of there. Cogs will hold him up. Crest Fallen is falling lower and lower. Sanity's Eclipse is still available. X marks the spot used on Bullvine. Rain gonna pick that one up on the Shadow Demon. Sanity's Eclipse goes off and does a massive amount of damage to Tyrant X and to PKT. Triple kill for the OD. That will be the 4th going down there. The Penta, or the Rampage, being denied by the Shadow Demon, and that is the GG called at the 18.5-minute mark.
Radiant's top tower's taking
that was about time to call that one, I think, man. It was just gonna be impossible to fight that off. So massive shout-outs to Aura. Like, that Conqueror just dominated the top lane with the Shadow Demon. That combination is just far too brutal.
Yeah, Tyrant definitely didn't see that one coming. It was very dangerous, and he was not prepared. So we're going to have to nominate an MVP. Do you want to give it to the Conks?
I'm going to give it to the Conks, or the drafting captain who picked the Conks.
Okay.
Because I love him.
Well, we'll give it to Mr. Asian Man for playing Ye Olde Pirate. CL did brilliantly on the OD, but I mean, anyone can play OD.
Oh no, I mean, he played it well, and he was quite ballsy, very aggressive, and knew when and when not to be, I think. There was some good early ganks on him. They just didn't quite have enough DPS there in mid to finish him off.
Yeah.
Which was a shame for...
There was some decent ganks in there too. I mean, if they'd had that damage, they easily could have taken him down. But Sniper, his right click early on doesn't do a whole heck of a lot.
No, and I have a feeling that he would have been missing uphill
Yeah,
So
true.
yeah, because I mean, in mid, like an OD is quite squishy, and it was quite early on, and I was very surprised they didn't get it. So I can't quite recall, but he would have been on the low ground, which is why I think those couple of ganks just went a little bit sour for them.
Okay, so well played by auRa. They've been warned not to talk in all chat, as you cannot do that in the tournament. So if they're cocky again, they're gonna be punished for it. So we will have to see if Glitch can make it up tomorrow night. Hawks, thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gents. We very much appreciate it. We'd like to give a thanks to AS Rock, Audio Technia, Thermal Take Esports, and Ben Q for sponsoring the tournament. And any parting words here, Hawksbuck?
No, that's it. It was a good night of gaming, and hopefully we'll see some more of some AEL action.
Okay, have a wonderful night, ladies and gents. This is Coblade and Hawksbuck signing out till tomorrow.